AI, it feels like it's everywhere we turn these days, right? Like I can't go anywhere without hearing about it.
You're not wrong. It's in the news, our social feeds, even at the grocery store.
I mean, it really does feel like everyone's suddenly speaking this new language, AI. And frankly, it can be overwhelming.
Yeah, a bit like trying to figure out a new gadget without the instructions.
Exactly. Which is why for this deep dive, we're going back to basics
Back to the
with
fundamentals.
a source that's perfect for anyone who's ever felt a little lost in the AI conversation.
So you're talking about.
TechniHealth Solutions. AI explained for beginners.
Great choice.
We're going to break down the essentials, decode all those AI buzzwords, and really explore how it's impacting our world.
And we'll do it all without making your head spin.
Exactly. Think of it like we're giving you that user manual.
Yeah, we're going to unpack how AI actually works, its potential benefits, and even where it might fall short.
All using clear explanations and real-world examples you can relate to.
No science fiction scenarios here.
Just practical knowledge you can actually use.
Sounds good.
So let's start with the big question.
The one everyone's asking.
What is AI really? Our source defines it as technology that enables machines to mimic human-like thinking or decision-making.
Okay.
But it's not about robots coming to life, like in the movies.
Right.
It's about creating software that can learn from experience, solve problems, and even understand language in a way that seems, well, intelligent.
It's kind of amazing how we can actually teach machines to learn,
It is.
almost like training a puppy.
Oh, I like that.
You know, you think about how you learned to ride a bike.
Oh, yeah.
You felt, you adjusted, you tried again, and eventually you were off.
And probably had a few scrapes and bruises along the way?
Exactly. AI learns in a similar way, but instead of scraped knees, it uses data to refine its understanding.
Okay, so it's using data to kind of improve its performance.
Exactly.
Yep.
Makes sense. Just like a bike can be used for a leisurely ride or a competitive race,
Right.
AI can be applied in countless ways.
So many different applications.
But before we dive into those real-world impacts, let's decode some of those AI buzzwords.
Yes, let's tackle those, because
Yeah.
I think those are what really trip people up.
Yeah, let's start with machine learning, or ML for short.
ML. Yeah.
It's really the foundation of most AI we interact with every day.
Okay, so this is like AI 101.
Imagine your email inbox bombarded with spam.
Oh, don't even get me started. I get so much spam.
ML algorithms are the reason you don't have to wade through hundreds of junk messages every day.
Thank goodness for that.
They learn to identify spam based on patterns in the data, and they're constantly improving as they process more and more emails.
So they're getting smarter all the time.
Exactly.
Okay, so ML is basically teaching computers to learn from experience just like we do.
That's a great way to put it.
What about neural networks? Now, those sound a bit more like something out of a sci-fi movie.
They do have a futuristic ring to them, don't they? But the inspiration actually comes from the human brain.
Oh,
Neural networks are actually modeled after the way our brain cells connect and communicate,
oh, wow.
allowing AI systems to process information in a very sophisticated way.
I mean, our brains are pretty incredible, so.
Think about the facial recognition feature on your smartphone.
Oh, yeah.
That's a neural network in action, analyzing your unique facial features to unlock your phone in a split second.
Wow. That's a pretty incredible example. And then there's deep learning, which sounds even more intense.
Yeah, think of deep learning as a turbocharged version of machine learning.
Okay.
It uses neural networks with multiple layers, hence the deep, to tackle much more complex tasks,
Oh, I see.
like Google Translate.
Oh, yeah. Good example.
It used to be pretty clunky and often inaccurate.
Yeah.
But with deep learning, it's now able to translate languages in real time with remarkable fluency,
It really is amazing how accurate it is these days.
even capturing nuances and idioms that would have stumped earlier translation tools.
It's kind of mind-boggling how far AI has come in such a short time. Speaking of advancements, what about natural language processing, or NLP?
NLP.
This one seems particularly relevant to our everyday lives.
Absolutely. NLP is all about bridging the gap between human language and computer code.
Okay.
It's what allows you to ask Siri or Alexa to set a reminder, play your favorite song, or even tell you a joke.
So it's like they can actually understand what we're saying.
Exactly. These voice assistants rely on NLP to understand what you're saying, interpret your intent, and respond accordingly.
It's really like having a conversation with your computer,
It is.
which would have seemed like science fiction just a few years ago.
Definitely.
And then there's the buzzworthy newcomer, generative AI.
Oh, yeah.
This one seems to be capturing everyone's imagination these days.
It's a game changer.
It is.
Generative AI is all about machines creating new content.
So they're not just processing information, they're actually creating things.
From writing poems and composing music to generating realistic images from text descriptions.
Really?
Think about Dolly,
Dolly. Okay.
an AI that can take a prompt like a cat riding a unicorn on the moon and create a unique, detailed image based on that description.
Okay. That officially crossed the line into awesome.
It really is remarkable.
Yeah, I can definitely see why people are so excited about this technology.
But before we move on, let's clarify a few more basic terms that our source mentioned.
Oh, yes, let's do that because I think these are important.
Algorithms,
Okay.
data,
Got
and training.
right.
These are the building blocks of how AI systems actually function.
The foundation.
Think of an algorithm as a set of instructions that guides the AI's decision-making process.
And instructions, okay.
It's like a recipe for baking a cake.
I like that analogy.
Each step is precisely defined to achieve a specific outcome.
So the algorithm is like the blueprint.
Exactly.
And what about the data?
Data is the fuel that powers AI.
Fuel, okay.
It's the raw information that AI systems use to learn and make predictions.
So just like you need ingredients to bake that cake,
Right.
AI needs data to function.
Exactly. The more data it has access to, the better it can understand patterns, make connections, and improve its accuracy.
It's all about having enough ingredients to work with.
Precisely.
And finally, there's training.
Right.
I'm guessing this is where the actual learning happens.
You got it.
Okay.
Training is like showing flashcards to a student.
Flashcards, okay.
You're feeding the AI system labeled examples, helping it to recognize patterns and make associations.
So it's learning by example.
For example, if you're training an AI to identify different types of flowers,
Different kinds of flowers, okay.
you'd show it thousands of images labeled with the correct flower names.
And it would learn from seeing all those examples.
Exactly.
So it's all about practice, just like anything else.
Practice makes perfect, as they say.
But wait, how do we know the AI is actually learning the right things?
That's a great question.
I mean, couldn't it make mistakes?
Of course, that's a crucial concept in AI. Evaluation.
Evaluation.
We need ways to assess how well an AI system is performing.
So it's like grading a student's test.
Exactly. We use various metrics to measure the AI's accuracy, its precision, and its ability to generalize its knowledge to new unseen data.
So it's not just about building AI systems, it's about making sure that they're learning effectively.
And producing reliable results.
Okay, this is all starting to make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But why should we care about AI?
That is the question, isn't it?
I mean, it's cool and all, but how does it actually impact our lives?
That's where things get really interesting. AI is no longer confined to research labs.
Right, it's not just a theoretical concept anymore.
It's permeating every aspect of our lives.
Yeah.
From the way we work and communicate, to the healthcare we receive and the entertainment we consume.
So it's really touching every part of our world.
It is.
Our source highlights some key areas where AI is already making a significant difference.
Like what?
Healthcare,
Okay.
finance,
Uh-huh.
shopping,
Okay.
and communication.
Sounds like a good list.
Let's explore each of these in more detail to see how AI is shaping our world.
All right. Let's start with healthcare. AI is transforming the way diseases are diagnosed and treated.
How so?
For instance, instead of relying solely on human observation,
Uh-huh.
AI-powered systems can now analyze medical images.
Things like X-rays.
X-rays, mammograms with incredible accuracy,
Oh, wow.
detecting subtle anomalies that might be missed by the human eye.
So AI is like having a second set of eyes,
It is.
helping doctors to make more informed decisions.
That's a great way to put it.
That's pretty amazing. What about finance? I've heard a lot about AI being used in that sector.
It's playing a critical role in protecting our financial security.
Oh, really?
AI algorithms are constantly monitoring transactions for signs of fraud,
Oh, and it's...
flagging suspicious activity in real time.
So it's like a 247 watchdog.
This level of vigilance would be impossible for humans to maintain,
Yeah, that makes sense.
making AI a crucial line of defense against financial crime.
That's reassuring to know. It feels like AI is working behind the scenes to keep our money safe.
It really is.
And then there's shopping, which feels like AI territory these days.
Absolutely.
Like every time I go online, it's like AI knows what I want before I even do.
Think about those personalized product recommendations you get when you're browsing online.
Oh, yeah.
That's AI at work.
Go.
Analyzing your past purchases,
Uh-huh.
your browsing history to suggest items you might like.
And it's usually pretty accurate.
It's like having a personal shopper who knows your tastes better than you do.
It is.
Sometimes even introducing you to things you didn't even realize you needed.
Okay, I have to admit, those recommendations can be eerily accurate sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a little creepy, but also incredibly convenient.
It's a trade-off we're constantly navigating in the age of AI.
Yeah.
Convenience versus privacy.
Right?
Personalization versus anonymity.
It is something to think about.
Definitely a topic worth exploring further.
It is.
Finally, there's communication. How is AI transforming the way we connect with each other?
Well, I mean, it feels like AI is already a big part of how we communicate.
AI is making communication more seamless and accessible than ever before.
Like how?
Think about those autocorrect features that save us from embarrassing typos and grammatical errors.
Goodness, yes. Autocorrect is a lifesaver.
Or voice assistants that allow us to dictate messages hands-free, making communication more efficient and convenient.
And don't forget about those real-time translation tools.
Yes.
Which are breaking down language barriers and connecting people across cultures
It's remarkable.
in ways that were unimaginable just a few years ago.
Truly amazing how AI is enhancing our ability to communicate,
It is.
both with each other and with the machines themselves.
Yeah, it seems like we're interacting with AI constantly, often without even realizing it.
You're right.
Our source points out some everyday AI encounters that we might take for granted.
Okay. Like what?
For instance, Google Maps.
Oh, yeah,
It's become such an essential part of our lives.
it has.
But how much do we really understand about how it works?
It's a prime example of AI in action.
Okay.
Google Maps doesn't just show you a static map.
Right.
It uses real-time traffic data
Uh-huh.
and sophisticated algorithms to find the fastest route to your destination.
So it's constantly adapting based on what's happening on the roads.
It's constantly learning and adapting
Wow.
based on traffic patterns, accidents, road closures, and other factors.
So it's like having a personal navigation assistant
Exactly.
who always knows the best way to go, even when traffic is a nightmare.
That's a great way to put it.
And speaking of things that make our lives easier, what about those trusty spam filters?
Ah, yes. The unsung heroes of the digital world.
I know, right?
Imagine a world without them where your inbox is constantly bombarded with unwanted messages.
I don't even want to think about it.
AI-powered spam filters work tirelessly behind the scenes,
They do.
using machine learning algorithms to identify and block spam messages
So they're like little digital bouncers,
before they even reach your inbox.
keeping all the riffraff out.
Exactly.
It's a simple but incredibly effective example of how AI is making our digital lives more manageable.
I agree.
I don't even want to think about what my inbox would look like without them.
It would be a disaster.
It would.
And then there's smartphone facial recognition.
Oh, yeah. Another one of those things we take for granted.
It's become so commonplace.
It has.
We hardly even think about it anymore.
It's true.
But it's a prime example of how AI has seamlessly integrated into our daily routines.
Yeah, instead of fumbling with a passcode, we simply glance at our phones and AI unlocks them for us.
Providing convenient and secure access to our digital worlds.
It's like magic.
It's a testament to how AI is increasingly becoming invisible,
Invisible.
working quietly in the background,
Oh, I see.
to enhance our lives in subtle but significant ways.
It's almost like AI is becoming a silent partner in our everyday activities,
It is.
anticipating our needs and making things run smoother.
In many ways it is, and as AI continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more seamless integration into our lives,
Even more AI.
with AI systems becoming increasingly intuitive and personalized
Personalized AI.
to our individual needs and preferences.
Wow.
It's both exciting and a bit daunting to think about what the future holds.
Yeah,
But one thing's for sure, it's a force we need to understand
definitely.
and engage with if we want to shape its impact on our lives and the world around us.
We can't just be passive observers.
Absolutely not.
We need to be active participants.
Knowledge is power.
It is, especially when it comes to technology as transformative as AI.
I couldn't agree more. It's kind of like we've just learned the alphabet of AI.
Right, all the basic building blocks.
And now we're ready to start forming words and sentences.
And hopefully writing some compelling stories along the way. But yeah, even with this newfound understanding,
yeah,
I think a lot of people still feel a sense of apprehension when it comes to AI.
I get it.
Like it can be kind of intimidating.
It's a powerful technology.
It is. Our source talking about AI without fear,
I like that.
which I think is a great reminder that it's okay to feel a little uncertain.
Definitely.
AI is rapidly evolving,
It is.
and it can feel like it's outpacing our ability to fully comprehend its implications.
Right.
But remember, AI is a tool created by humans for humans.
That's important to remember.
It's not some mysterious force operating beyond our control.
We're the ones in the driver's seat.
Exactly. It's about demystifying the technology, breaking down the jargon, and having those open and honest conversations.
About both the exciting possibilities and the potential challenges that AI presents.
I think that's key.
It is.
Start by thinking about the AI tools you already use in your daily life.
The things you might not even realize are powered by AI.
Like your smartphone, your social media feeds, your navigation apps.
Right.
Consider how AI is working behind the scenes to make those experiences more efficient or enjoyable.
It's often subtle, but it's there.
Once you start seeing AI in those familiar contexts, it becomes less intimidating.
And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Absolutely.
If you don't understand something, seek clarification.
There are so many resources available.
There are.
Books, articles, podcasts, online courses designed to make AI accessible to everyone.
It's about finding that balance.
Balance between what?
Between innovation and responsibility.
Okay.
Between embracing the potential benefits of AI while also acknowledging and addressing the potential risks.
I think you've hit the nail on the head.
It's about moving beyond the hype and the fear-mongering.
Right, not getting caught up in all the extremes.
To have a nuanced and informed discussion.
About what?
About the role we want AI to play in our lives and in society as a whole.
Our source emphasizes that it's okay to have differing viewpoints on AI.
Of course.
Not everyone will embrace this technology with the same level of enthusiasm.
And that's perfectly fine.
Diversity of thought is essential.
It is.
Especially when grappling with complex issues.
Like the ethical implications of AI.
Exactly. We need to create spaces for respectful dialogue.
Where people can share their perspectives, their concerns, their hopes for the future of AI.
It's about fostering a culture of critical thinking and engagement.
Where we're not just passively consuming AI-powered technologies.
Right.
But actively shaping their development and deployment.
That's an important point. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer scale and complexity of AI.
I know what you mean.
But we shouldn't let that paralyze us. We have agency, we have voices, and we can collectively shape the trajectory of this technology.
I love that perspective.
It's about empowering individuals to become informed participants in the AI revolution.
Not passive bystanders.
Our source also suggests focusing on how AI makes our lives easier, not harder.
I like that.
It's a great reminder that AI has the potential to solve real-world problems.
And improve our quality of life in countless ways.
Think about AI helping doctors to diagnose diseases earlier.
Or AI powering assistive technologies for people with disabilities.
Or even something as simple as an AI-powered spam filter, saving us from wading through a mountain of junk email every day.
Those little things make a big difference.
They do.
They add up to a significant improvement in our overall well-being.
Absolutely. And as AI continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more innovative applications.
That address some of humanity's greatest challenges.
It's important to remember that AI is not a panacea.
It's not a magic solution.
But it is a powerful tool.
It is.
That when used wisely and ethically, can have a profoundly positive impact on the world.
You've captured the essence of it perfectly.
It's about harnessing the power of AI for good.
While remaining vigilant about potential pitfalls.
Right, to keeping our eyes open.
And ensuring that its development aligns with our values.
And aspirations as a society.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm feeling a bit more optimistic about AI now, but I know there's still a lot to learn.
And that's the beauty of it.
What is?
The world of AI is constantly evolving.
It is.
So there's always something new to discover, new challenges to grapple with, and new possibilities to explore.
Well, our source TechnoHealth Solutions, AI Explained for Beginners, has certainly given us a solid foundation.
It's a fantastic starting point.
For anyone looking to demystify AI.
And understand its growing impact on our lives.
It covers a wide range of key concepts.
And provides clear, accessible explanations.
That even those new to the topic can easily grasp.
And for those who want to delve deeper, it also provides a list of additional resources.
Like what?
Books, podcasts, online courses, websites that can further enhance your understanding of AI.
So it's a great jumping off point.
It is.
Speaking of key concepts, I think it's worth revisiting some of the essential terms we covered earlier.
Absolutely.
Repetition is key to learning.
Especially when it comes to complex subjects like AI.
It is.
Let's do a quick recap to solidify our understanding of these foundational concepts.
Okay, sounds good.
First up, artificial intelligence, or AI. It's about creating machines that can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence.
Okay.
Like learning, problem-solving, decision-making.
Then we have machine learning, or ML.
which is a subset of AI that focuses on teaching computers to learn from data.
without being explicitly programmed for every possible scenario.
Exactly.
Neural networks are a type of machine learning inspired by the structure of the human brain.
They're designed to process information in a way that mimics the interconnectedness of our own neurons,
And deep learning takes neural networks to the next level.
using multiple layers to handle more complex
Li-
tasks.
Like image recognition, language translation, even playing games like Go.
Natural language processing, or NLP, enables machines to understand and interact with human language.
Allowing us to talk to our devices, get information from chatbots, and translate languages in real time.
And then there's generative AI,
Generative AI,
which focuses on creating new content.
from writing poems and composing music.
You generating realistic images and even designing new products.
Those are some of the big ones.
The heavy hitters.
But there are a few other essential terms we need to remember.
Right.
Algorithms,
The sets of instructions that guide AI systems.
like recipes that tell the AI how to process data and make decisions.
Data.
Data.
The raw material that AI systems feed on.
It's the information they use to learn, make predictions, and improve their performance.
And training.
Training.
The process of teaching AI systems.
By feeding them labeled data and guiding them towards the desired outcome.
This has been a whirlwind tour of AI terminology.
It has.
But I think you're starting to get a grip on the language of this fascinating field.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It's starting to feel a little less foreign.
Remember, the goal is not to become an AI expert overnight.
Right.
It's to develop a foundational understanding that allows you to engage with this technology in a meaningful and informed way.
I like that.
And the more we understand about AI,
Yeah.
the better equipped we'll be to navigate its impact on our lives.
And shape its future in a way that benefits all of humanity.
That's a powerful and inspiring thought.
It is.
The future of AI is not predetermined.
So we're not just along for the ride,
It's being shaped by the choices we make today.
both individually and collectively.
Exactly.
So as we move forward into this uncharted territory,
Let's do so with a sense of curiosity
responsibility.
and a commitment to ensuring that AI is used for good.
As we've been talking about all these different aspects of AI, I keep coming back to this idea of it being a tool
A tool.
and how its impact really depends on us, the humans using it.
It's true. AI doesn't exist in a vacuum.
Right. Earlier, we talked about AI making our lives easier.
Yeah, making things more efficient, more convenient.
But what about its potential to tackle some of the bigger challenges
The really big ones.
facing the world today?
Now that's where things get really exciting.
Okay, tell me more.
Think about healthcare.
Okay, healthcare.
AI is being used to develop personalized treatment plans
Personalized.
based on an individual's genetic makeup.
Wow.
It's helping doctors to predict and potentially prevent diseases,
Like what kind of diseases?
like diabetic retinopathy,
Diabetic retinopathy, okay.
which can lead to blindness if it's not caught early.
So instead of just reacting to health problems,
Mm-hmm.
AI is allowing us to be more proactive.
And preventative.
Exactly.
And it's not just limited to healthcare.
Oh, right.
AI is being used to analyze climate patterns,
Okay.
predict natural disasters, and develop more efficient renewable energy solutions.
It's like AI can give us this incredible boost in our ability to understand and address these really complex global issues.
It's like having a powerful new lens
a new lens.
to view these problems and explore potential solutions that we might not have even considered before.
But of course, even with all this potential, it's important to remember that AI isn't a magic solution.
It's not a cure-all.
It's a tool that needs to be used thoughtfully and responsibly.
We need to be mindful of potential unintended consequences.
Thinking about the potential downsides.
Ensure transparency in how AI systems are developed.
So we know what's going on under the hood
Exactly.
and make sure that the benefits of AI are shared widely and equitably.
It's a reminder that we can't just sit back and let AI shape the future.
Right, we need to be active participants.
Guiding its development and ensuring that it aligns with our values.
It's about finding that balance
Balance between what?
between pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI
Yeah.
while also safeguarding our ethical principles
Uh-huh.
and ensuring that this technology ultimately serves humanity.
Well said.
Well, our deep dive into AI has been quite the journey, hasn't it? We've covered a lot of ground,
We have.
from the basic terminology
Right.
to the real-world applications and the ethical considerations that we can't afford to ignore.
It's been fascinating to see how much you've learned.
I feel like I've learned a lot, too.
And the insightful questions you've asked along the way.
Well, you've been a great teacher.
It's clear that you're now equipped with a solid understanding of what AI is,
I hope so.
how it works,
Yeah.
and the impact it's having on our lives.
And hopefully our listeners feel the same way, but this is just the beginning, right?
Yeah, definitely.
The world of AI is constantly evolving.
And there's always something new to discover.
It feels like we've just scratched the surface.
We have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The journey of learning about AI is never truly over.
It's an ongoing process.
What's important now is to take this knowledge and apply it
To what?
to your own life, your own interests, and your own unique perspective.
I like that.
So before we wrap up, I have one final question for you.
Okay, shoot.
And for our listeners as well.
All right.
Now that you have a basic understanding of AI,
Yeah.
what are you curious to learn more about? What aspects of AI spark your imagination?
What questions do you have about its potential, its limitations, its role in shaping the future? Don't let this be the end of your exploration.
Exactly. Keep learning.
Yeah.
Keep asking questions.
Seek out more information.
Engage in conversations.
And let your curiosity guide you as you continue to learn and grow in this exciting and ever-evolving field.
The future of AI is being written
Yeah.
now, and we all have a role to play in shaping it.
Well said.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. We hope you found it informative, engaging, and maybe even a little bit inspiring.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep those AI conversations going.